Double to that age, back in here for another beautiful, lovely football dugout, man. Guys, how are you dealing with this heat wave, man? Shout out to all of my Caucasian homies out there, man. You know, all of my Caucasian amigos suffering sunburn and so forth. I feel you, baby. I feel you. So, how are you guys?
And just to add to that, big up all my ginger friends because those guys are suffering more than anyone else.
Wait, who?
Redheads, gingers. They're fair-skinned, pale, struggling.
Man, my ginger people, man.
Tough times,
My ginger. Look,
Why are you calling me Devo?
everyone is like that. Is in singlets and everything. I told you, man. Guys, the world is ending.
Oh, have hope this
The world is ending. It is getting hotter every summer. No one gives a sugar.
Oh, 1 second. Have hope send the link 2 minutes before. 1 second.
What the viewers don't know is that Hope's actually sitting in his boxes right now. Look, there you go. Hope's in his boxes.
Look at these sexy legs, man. look at this. This is what makes all the women orgasm, man. Right here, these legs are what makes. Whoa, this makes all the women orgasm.
And you know what? If you guys don't want to sign up to the Patreon, you can sign up to Double H OnlyFans. Come in.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. We got to make that paper.
OnlyFans thing actually, man.
We got to make that paper one way or another, man.
So, guys, how are you dealing with the heat wave, man? Before we talk football, let's talk life. Let's talk life because football can be a bit problematic. How are you guys dealing with the heat? Seriously. So we have two guys in wife beaters. Even if I don't like the name wife beater, that means a bit sexist. We have another guy, obviously in a sailor stuff, and we have another guy in Hawaii. I'll say this again. How are you dealing with this mother effing heat wave? And guys, is the world ending?
Wait, why is his legs up? What's going on?
He's promoting his OnlyFans.
I'm stretching the legs, man. Look at these sexy legs, man. Look at this. Look at this, man. Look at that, man. This is what makes women go crazy. Like, yeah. Look at that, you know. Look at that, you know. So, the sexy legs, man. You know. The females can't get enough. So, guys, heatwave. How are you dealing with it? How many ice lollies do you drink? How many vanilla things do you have, man?
Fine, you know.
One second. My talk.
Wait, what?
I don't know. Wait, I think he's just trying to get away from the main topic of the show. He ain't coming back. That's it. He ain't coming back.
My bedroom.
We have to discuss Chelsea
My bedroom at the top of the house. So as I walk up the stairs, it just gets hotter. I get to my bedroom, like I feel like I need to live in the living room or something because it's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's been too much, man.
You know what? I don't understand. Sorry, I just saw someone put Rodney goes no socks as well. Like, well, what do you say? What's going on? Now I don't understand this. When I'm in my own house, I don't have to wear socks. It's my house. I'll do what the bloody hell I want. What is
telling you? If we went on stream, we probably all will be almost naked.
Do you have slippers, though? You have to wear slippers, bro.
Not necessarily. If I got carpet around my house, which I do in many parts, I walk around barefoot. It's only when I go to like the kitchen, maybe the bathroom, I wear my
No.
You know what?
Stop
you know what? I have to wear slippers, man, because my grandma used to cuss me if any time I didn't have nothing on my foot.
But why?
Cuss me out. So maybe it's just my grandma.
No, my mum would do the same too.
Yeah, every time I didn't have nothing, what's going on with your foot?
I don't understand that. It's your house. The house must be clean. Saying that you need to. The house is dirty, so wearing slippers. I don't understand. Super the place.
You know, look. If it's your crib, you can do it. Like, well, I think Joe Biden said on his podcast that look, if I'm living by myself and I want to just whip my dick out and masturbate in the toilet, I can do so because it's my house. I'm like, yeah, you know, it's especially if you're living by yourself, you can do anything you want. Now, you can't do that when you're living with other people, or else they'll call social security. But if you're living by yourself,
how did you get from no socks to masturbating in your toilet?
Was it?
How did you go from having no socks to masturbating in your toilet? Or is that why you don't wear socks? Because you use them all when you're masturbating in the toilet?
No. All I'm saying is that you have the freedom to do whatever you want if you're living by yourself in your crib. Now, I'm not saying that the first thing you do is masturbate in the bathroom. That's not the first thing. I'm saying that it can be done without any repercussions. All I'm saying. So
also, if you're living by yourself, why do you have to do it in the bathroom? You could do it anyway.
That's a good point. No, but the point, but just that you don't want to get it on your sofa and stuff. If you get it like on the toilet seat or something, then it's fine. So you can aim it. It's worse if you get it in like those kinds of areas and everything, man. So
true.
That's the thing, man. I mean, it's better to stick to your toilet seat than stick to your sofa where you play video games and watch stuff, man. So, guys, that's enough about masturbation and heat waves. We will now resume this footballing thing so we can hopefully see Copenhagen dump Man United out of this flipping Europa League, man.
Well, guys, before we go, let's just get the lineup. So we've got Romero.
Oh, look, man, it's the Europa League. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares about the
interesting
lineup, man.
Wan-Bissaka, Bailly, Maguire, Williams, Pogba, Fred over Matic, Greenwood, Fernandes, Martial, and Rashford. So yeah.
And what's the Copenhagen lineup?
That is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, all the other. Who knows, man? Who knows?
All right, let's talk about Chelsea, please.
Everyone's in the chat going on like they've never seen people wear vests before. What is going on with people in the comments? Like, come on! Are you guys not comfortable with your sexuality? That you cannot
watching this live right now. I'm telling you, because if I was in this live, I'll be sitting nude as well.
You're not comfortable in your sexuality.
During this year, people need to just be a little bit more free. Because if people that say, "Oh, I guess that's so gay," that's a thing. Maybe you're hiding in the closet. Maybe you're not comfortable in yourself, man. So, and also like anybody that says that's so gay, that's like a 1992 thing, guys. We're in 2020 right now, man. Come on, move on, man. Clowns.
I saw your video on Meg and was it Cardi?
Oh.
What did you say that power to the lesbians?
Yeah, no. I have all the sports for lesbians. Basically, this last thing before we go through. I feel lesbians should be a lot more promoted than they already are, man. That's what I believe, man. So, no. Although for me, lesbians for me, they're like fourth or fifth on my list. So just basically says that Zoc said Us was staying, but he left. #free Sancho. We're not talking about Sancho yet. So, guys, let's talk about the Champions League recap right now. So, let's first start with. I have a bone to pick with you guys. Can I have my apology, please?
What?
From Mr. Devo and Mr. Neeks. Can I please have my? So let me just recap. Let me recap. So last time, So last time on
on his chest.
Hey man, let me land, man. Let me land.
You should shave your chest and put it on your head, bro.
No, it's just I'm so hairy everywhere else. So I say, why can't this hair come onto this? I didn't want to tell you about there's hair everywhere all over my body apart from my head. So we talked about Varane. And a question was asked about saying, should Varane be one of the best defenders based on all of the champions and on all of the World Cups that he's won? And I said, I'm not really too sure. And both Devo and Neeks were shocked by saying, my God, Varane must be one of the best defenders in the world. He must be one of the most elite defenders in the world. And I said, you know what? Varane, if he's not next to a top defender or not next to Ramos, he can look a bit shaky. So I am a bit hesitant to give him the whole elite defender status. So he bricked it up. 2 ridiculous mistakes. He currently has Class C residents in the academy. All I want is an apology. So,
okay. Can I just ask you a question?
Yeah.
So, because of that performance that we saw against Man City, you're saying he's not an elite defender.
Aha! I knew you were going to go there.
No, I'm just asking.
No. This is one. No, this is 2 of many. Ask Real Madrid fans. There are many times when Varane. I think during when Lopetegui was manager. I think there must have been 2 or 3 or 4 games where mistakes that he would make, coming out from the back, losing to the ball, completely not marking his man. And then I was like, my gosh, wait, did this guy win the World Cup? So this isn't just isolated incidents. Hence why I made the comments that man, I've seen this guy when he's not next to Ramos or when he's in a team that's not a defensive team, he can be exposed.
Okay.
And he can sort of be leaning into mistakes. Hence why that didn't shock me. I saw. It's just that you can't make those mistakes in a flipping. You can't make those mistakes.
Oh no, they were bad.
So can I please have my apology, please? Thank you.
They were bad. Is Koulibaly an elite defender?
What is it?
Is Koulibaly an elite defender?
He was, I would say, 1 or 2 years ago. He's not as good as he was about a year or two ago.
Okay. At least you've been consistent. I'll give you that.
You've been consistent.
That's the first.
Wait. So can I have my apology?
No.
Wow. So you're gonna get me for a hashtag that I didn't even say. Someone else said.
What?
But you can't even give me an apology. Can't we be 50-50? You're all gonna get onto me about this dumbass hashtag, which has nothing to do with me, but you can't give me an apology. That's unfair. So
I still think on the Varane thing, I still think Varane is an elite defender. So it's only at the point where I no longer believe it that I might say, you know what, HH, you're right. Elite defender doesn't mean you don't make mistakes. Because name me a defender, a centre back, who doesn't make mistakes.
It's the amount of mistakes he makes and the amount of mistakes that lead to goals.
Okay, I need to see a body of work that tells me that it's more than the defenders that we're talking about. Because who else are you going to put in the top 5 centre backs who don't have a number of mistakes that lead to goals? Anyone you name, there's not going to be 4, 5 more than Varane who have less errors that lead to goals. It doesn't, because that's the reality is we live in a world where centre backs aren't as good as they used to be. That's such a reality. So would Varane be world class or elite? I don't know, 10, 15 years ago? Probably not. But in this day and age, he is top 3 centre backs in the world, which I think is what I said.
Top 3.
Definitely top 5.
I think I said top 3 in the last.
So who's in that top 3? Van Dijk, Varane, and Ramos.
Say that again.
So Van Dijk, Ramos, and Varane.
I'm not putting Koulibaly above him.
You want to put Laporte up? You're not going to put Laporte above him?
Not necessarily. Laporte's stock has risen.
Laporte is better.
Laporte's stock has risen because he's been absent. Not that he wasn't good before, but he was. His stock has risen because he wasn't there more than the fact that because of what he's actually done. Varane is there because of what he's done.
I don't know. When Laporte was playing that season, when Van Dijk was doing a madness, Laporte was pretty much just behind him before he got injured. In terms of his performances that season,
on Laporte,
I think Laporte was up there with Van Dijk. They weren't. I'm not going to say they were neck and neck.
And also don't
someone in the chat said PK. I'm screaming.
Also, don't sleep on PK.
Yeah, he needs to quit the stream. He can't watch this show no more. Yeah, we can't be harboring them views.
Vincent Kompany doesn't even play anymore.
Who's that company?
Him 10.
See, I told you, some guys are just screw. Okay, actually, there's an interesting comment I want to bring up. So first of all, Gatlock says, no sorry for Semi's minimum, no sorry for Varane. Gatlock, screw you. Sergio Contral, who is a Real Madrid fan. So this is about Varane. His pace makes up for his mistakes. Unfortunately, Jesus has pace also. But on that, because, okay, let's do the whole Varane thing. Let's talk about Jesus. Here's my thing. Screw Aguero. He's an EPL merchant. Let me land. Clear the runway. Heathrow coming in. Heathrow. Let me land the plane. Look, put your things up. Let me land the plane. Heathrow, Houston. We have a problem. So here's my thing. Jesus has been insulted and he's been vilified. Do you know why I say screw Aguero? You're an EPL merchant. EPL legend, 100%. What have you done in Europe? Champions League. Let's not even talk about Argentina. Let's not even talk about Argentina where you have flopped, complete flop. Champions League, yeah, you've scored a few goals.
Yeah.
Where were you when Man City have needed you? Jeez.
No.
Your boy Jesus said what's up at the Bernabeu, huge goal. Then he said what's up by giving an assist to Sterling, making Varane make the mistake and scoring the other goal again. So he was clutch against Real Madrid in 2 legs. Aguero has been sniffed that kind of performance before.
Listen,
can we easy. Wait. Let's go to because Javan hasn't spoken. So
no.
It's Jesus that dude.
You know what? He done his bit. Let's see what happens. I don't know what more I can say on Jesus. I wouldn't agree with you on Aguero and what you said about Aguero, but these guys around me think that Jesus is a miss. But it's definitely a hit.
Listen. For someone like have hope,
Man,
shit. Put the camera on me, boy.
You can't.
Put the camera on me, boy.
You can't sleep on Jesus. Please stop sleeping on him.
There's levels to this. And for someone have hope who rates the World Cup as the greatest tournament ever, and I respect you for that.
You two waited to company at the World Cup. He sat him down. He colored him in the World Cup. He colored him back enough for me. That makes up for.
I tell you what he did at the World Cup. Absolutely bottle it. He was the sole reason, and the manager, because the manager kept playing him, why Brazil did not do much better at the World Cup like they should have. They were relying on half-injured Neymar, half-fit Neymar to drag them through that World Cup. Firmino is sitting on the bench game after game, and every time he comes on, and you got me here backing Firmino because you're chatting nonsense in my head, but every time Firmino comes on, he changes the game, gets Brazil an assist or a goal or whatever it might be. Jesus is doing what? Donkey work up front. His best position for Brazil, and it was proved in the Copa America, is out wide, because what he does is run and harry and press, and he does that well. So we saw that with the assist. We saw that with the goal. He forced mistakes. But if you expect him to replace Aguero's 25 plus goals he gets in the league every season, and he does score in the Champions League, I'm not going to go forward, and we've done that before. But if you're going to go through, you're going to say that Jesus is good enough to replace Aguero, who has led Man City to all those titles, you're joking. Because he's done nothing to prove that. And when he has had the responsibility to be the main man in the whole competition, he absolutely bottled it. So until he makes up for what he did in that World Cup 2019, they miss.
There wasn't a World Cup in 2019. 2018. So I don't know what World Cup was in 2019, but there wasn't one in 2019.
It just seems like the time's all messed up since we've been in lockdown for the last 3 years.
Jesus.
But I rate Jesus. I think his main issue is that he's being compared to Aguero, because you're not going to be Aguero. You're not going to do as well as he done. That's the main issue. But if we take it for what he is and what he's done, he scored a lot of goals for Man City when he's had the chances. But if you keep comparing him to Aguero and saying, yeah, he's not Aguero, then you're going to be disappointed. But if you look at it for a player of his age, who came directly from the Brazilian league, he didn't come to Europe and played in European leagues to get acclimatized. He came straight from there to here, hit the ground running, and he's been scoring goals ever since. So I rate him. I think it's a bit unfair that we do compare him to Aguero, because they're massive boots to fill, even though Aguero ain't that big. They're massive boots to fill. I don't think he's ever going to do it. I think he will give healthy competition to another striker who will be brought in so that there's still that competitive edge. But I don't think he'll ever be their standout number one striker.
But that's the problem, because Jesus was brought in by Pep and he did push Aguero, because it looked like he was going to actually push Aguero out of the team. And Aguero said, no, not today, and took his game to another level, like with the energy and the pressing that he was giving, that Pep needed, that he wasn't giving before. But when Aguero goes, if you think Jesus is going to be Man City's number one, I think number 9, I'll love it, because they ain't winning no title. I didn't win no title.
Okay. So this is a good segue into the next game. From Armchair Critic, who says, do you guys see Cristiano winning a CL with Juve?
He didn't say that. Ronaldo said Ronaldo. Ronaldo winning.
I know, that's what I said. That's what I said. So
I heard you.
Here's my thing. No. This is interesting because we can actually sort of combine two topics here. So my answer to that is no. I don't see that happening, and I think there's so many facets. Look, let's just deal with this because I don't want us to veer off, but let's just focus in on the game and maybe bring in the whole PSG thing. What you saw there was what was always going to happen. Now, I felt that Juve, I don't think they're winning this thing, but I thought that they get knocked out in the quarters. I thought, okay, they'll just do enough by virtue by the individuals to beat Lyon, but Man City would just smoke them, because what they've been able to do, how they won the series was, we're crap as a team, we have zero chemistry, but we just have individuals who can just turn it on. But I think Lyon showed that, no, we're really about this life, and they played very well. And I think that result in the first 1-0 was a key, crucial result. So, but for Juventus, my thing about it is that this isn't Sarri's fault. It's Agnelli and Nedved's fault. You have to know who you're hiring. You have to see your team, see what you can do in the transfer market, and see whether you can give your manager what you want. If you hire Pep, you have to give him all the players he needs because he's a philosophy merchant. Same thing with Sarri. He's a philosophy merchant. So you have to give him what he needs. The issue was they hired the wrong manager for this squad, and obviously for a setup that didn't actually have the funds or the wherewithal to give the manager what he needs. So the hiring of Sarri. So and also this is where easy. And we're easy. Where the PSG thing comes in is that we're now hearing that Cristiano, well, again, it's just a rumor, so we don't know how real it is, that he's thinking of saying what's up to PSG. Now, if Cristiano joins PSG,
what? Finish the sentence.
So who else wants to talk about the
finish the sentence?
I think Neeks wanted
to talking about it's not Sarri's fault, and I understand what you're saying in terms of he should never have been hired. I understand that part of it, but he was hired and he had a job to do and he did it to the worst of his abilities. But you don't absolve Lampard of that kind of blame. You talk about him as a manager and how good he is. So let's talk about Sarri as a manager and how good he is. He nicked, he stole, hustled a trophy, his first trophy of his managerial career, and he looked kind of old. I don't know how long he was manager. When he was at Chelsea, nicked it by playing Arsenal, who are nothing like European giants in the final, and brought back Hazard for that one game. Lucky to even get through against
nonsense is what talking about.
Against Frankfurt in the semi-finals. Got her Serie A with Juve, who'd won it 8 years in a row before, and only got over the line because Lazio and Inter absolutely bottled it. From January, Inter started bottling it. After lockdown, Lazio went the same way. And that's the only reason we got right down the line. So forget about what players you did or didn't have or didn't buy. The man did utter trash with the players that he had and was fortunate to win the most. It is the most guaranteed trophy in European football, even more so than the Bundesliga. It's 9 in a row. 9 in a row. So no, I'm going to put the blame on Sarri. Was the team good enough to win Champions League? I don't believe so. But when you got Cristiano Ronaldo, you always give yourself a chance. He had Cristiano Ronaldo and still gave himself no chance.
Really?
It's not his fault that they got knocked out.
You know what?
Are you saying their team ain't good enough to win it?
Nah, it's not. I don't think player for player. No, player for player, there's better teams out there. Of course, Champions League, not always the best team wins, but player for player, they do not have the best team or best squad out there. But they have Cristiano Ronaldo, who is the champion, greatest ever player, and you couldn't even get past Lyon. That's on the manager. We saw that game, and it's pass. Oh, Ronaldo, do me something. Come, help me out. Come, please. And it happened last year with Juve, and he got them through in the who was the manager last year? Allegri, whatever it was. Ronaldo did his bit. But this season, Sarri was relying on Ronaldo and Dybala to carry them through so many games. He's a terrible manager.
Javan.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. What? You lost me now. We went off track. I don't even know what we're talking about.
You know what? You have to. The thing is with Sarri, you have to. I feel sorry for him because he was a banker up to about 45, 46 years old. So he's not actually been a professional football manager for that long. So for me, I'm just happy that he's winning things, whether he's a good manager or not. To just let you quit the bank, start at like the bottom level of Italian football, work your way up to the level that he's at now, with a chronic smoking problem. You know what? Fair play to him, innit? Fair play to him. I think he's done well to win 2 trophies in 2 years, considering he hadn't won anything before this. It's a ride. Juve say they want you as a manager. You take it. You win the league. That looks good on your CV. And then, you get sacked for not winning the Champions League. But if I was Sarri, I'd say, well, look at all those managers you had before. How many of them won the Champions League? None of them. So I'm good.
I think his story is good, Sarri's, but I just don't rate. So
no, he's not a top manager. He's not.
Yeah, I don't rate, but his story is good. His story is good.
Lampard made Chelsea better without him and Hazard.
Who? What?
Lampard made Chelsea better without Sarri and Hazard. Now that's the perfect segue into the Chelsea.
That is true, though. We are better.
What? Huh?
I think Lampard
better how? You won nothing this season. Last season you won a trophy and Sarri finished with more points.
What does that mean?
Wait.
We'll get there. Stop that now. Stop that. Okay.
Easy.
No. Stop that.
You can't.
Wait. We'll get there.
We can. Go on.
That's how this.
That's
so
like saying you do the long jump and you get 11 meters. Wait. And the next one 10 meters.
We'll get there.
It's worse.
So from Just Best, who says that this is my goat's Neymar's team. Cristiano should go to Madrid. Beston, that's not happening. Tell your boy Neymar that if he flops, we're having a 24-hour stream. So who the hell said Lampard has made the team better? How many goals have Chelsea conceded this season? 2,000? 3,000? 4,000? So let's.
Oh, sorry, no.
Let's talk about Lampard. Let's talk about Lampard. Whoever your name is, name your name. Who's the clown that said it's better? Name and shame. You clown. Lampard. Let's talk about that first.
It's the same argument as Yusuf Sarri. He didn't hire himself.
Let me make the argument. Blah
blah blah. Let
me make this man. Let me introduce this thing, man. Damn. So Lampard. See, now I can now be fully say everything that I want to say. Francis, mate, 7-1. How? Insult Sarri all you want. Abuse him. Yap him. How do you get lubricated in your own house? How do you get 3-0 in your own house? How do you lose 3-0 in your own home ground? How? What's the sense? You let how do you allow one man? How do you allow one man to be involved in all 7 goals against you? How? I thought that starts with a lie. That starts a lie. But if that start is true, how do you allow one man to be involved in all 7 goals? I put this blame on Lampard. You see, now I can be free now. Now I can be free and say everything I want. Now that it has happened, semis minimum. Okay, it is what it is. I thought it was. Now I can now be real. I put this blame on Frank Lampard. If Chelsea had a competent manager, they would have beaten Bayern Munich 100%. Because the match was lost in the first place. That match was lost in the first place. Chelsea had the team on the hand of players. Pulisic could have been playing top 3. Pulisic could have been top 3 this season. We all knew what he was going to do. But this inept dude, who you're only here because of nepotism. That's it. You owe your career to Harry Redknapp. You're a mama's boy. You're a daddy's boy. You got this job based off your connections. It is what it is. Okay? You have your idea like Patrick Vieira who has to hustle for scraps. So come hustle for scraps. You were given this. They dashed this whole thing to you. And what do? You lose 3-0. How do you lose 3-0 in the first leg of a Champions League knockouts game? You can't give me the excuse of Bayern Munich. That was an embarrassment. See, I've been holding my tongue right now. Fair enough. 4-1. Cool. Which is actually still bad. Even if you had the injuries, 4-1 is bad. This was lost in the first leg when you lost 3-0. This is Lampard's fault. I blame no one else because you started badly. You started Mount and you played with that completely crap formation and you've embarrassed yourself and it shows that you are tactically inept and this is out of your depth. I'm finished.
You're a disgrace. No. You lost 4-0 to Bournemouth, 6-0 to Man City. You are a disgrace. You are a disgrace. Put your feet down. You're a disgrace.
Gatlock, I need you to come here and clip this because next season, if Lampard turns it all around and he sees that, it's silence needed and he does a madness, I need this to be clipped because this guy always talks about reactions and, don't react to things, stop being reactionary. And the guy's the definition of reactionary. The definition of it. This is the guy's second season in management. What the hell are you expecting? Why are your expectations so high? I don't get it. This is his second year in his management, and it goes back to what Devo said. How is it better? Listen, Sarri has been managing for longer. This is Lampard's second year. So for what he's done, for everything that he's against, and he's managed to finish fourth, that's good. That is good. And we look better without Hazard. That is also a good for me, and I like that. And then we'll see what happens. Yes, all you want. We look better without Hazard, and I, for one, am happy. And I thought we were going to finish 6th.
Well, put that this, Javan. Last season, all the Chelsea fans, especially the Hazard fanboys, because it fits their narrative. If it wasn't for Hazard, we wouldn't have got top 4. Hazard's the only reason we got top 4. Hazard this, Hazard that, Hazard this, Hazard that. Hazard's gone, and you still got top 4. So that means Lampard was working with a bunch of players who, according to you Hazard fanboys, would have been mid-table without Hazard. And somehow Lampard has dragged them from mid-table obscurity to top 4. So you need to set what your narrative is. It's either Hazard wasn't as great as you said, or Lampard has to be given credit. You let me know. I can run with either narrative. I don't mind.
I don't know what narrative we're going with, but I've said from when we had Sarri and everyone was like Hazard's world class, this Hazard, and then everything was through Hazard. I was just like, look, we can't keep relying on this. I want us to play attacking football and not trying to. And if Hazard doesn't turn up, we're not screwed. And that's what happened. Hazard don't turn up, we were screwed. And this season, we are attacking more, and we just can't. There's just some errors that it's a lot of young players. Things need to change, and I'll give Lampard that time. If the board will give him that time.
Can I just say?
Quote for truth.
The thing is, you can't be better with a lesser points total and no trophies. When you had a trophy last season, and you had more points, you were better last season.
Yeah,
Lampard,
it's like that's the simple.
Hold on, no. Stop.
Well, I'm not saying Lampard hasn't done a good job, because given the circumstances, he's done better than what many expected him to do. He's done well. Chelsea have not been better this season than they were last. That's false. If they had more points this season than they had last season, then you could say yes, they've been better. But it's fact. They got less points than they did last season. Yes, they finished 4th, but they had less points. The league in total has been worse. That's why Chelsea managed to get 4th.
That's not our problem. What everyone else did is not our problem.
I'm not saying that's why I said Chelsea.
What everyone else did is not our problem.
No.
I said
we have to see what Devil's logic is.
The thing is, I understand what Devil says. I'm not disagreeing with that. Yes, there are a lot of things we have to improve. Defensively, we are crap. That needs to improve. I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong. There's so many. There's so many things wrong with our team. But from what I've seen under Sarri, we look better. We're not better yet. We're not at the place where I want us to be. But from what we saw with Sarri, what I've seen with Sarri, to what I see with Lampard, I prefer this, and I think it's more progressive in terms of how we're playing.
I can understand
things just need to be in the right. There's just a few things that need changing. Our defense.
I can understand that.
That's what I mean.
I'll give you an example why I say what I say, and I understand. I'm not even disagreeing with what Devo said, because logically it makes sense. You finish more points, you win a trophy, you are better. Most Man United fans, including myself, would say Man United are in the best position now as a club under Solskjaer at this moment than we have been in any time since Fergie. We finished second in 2018. The year before, we won the League Cup and the Europa League. There's reasons why we say what we say. I'm not going to go into this. It's not about Man United right now. When it comes to Lampard and Chelsea, when I say what I'm saying, I'm talking about it's relative in the sense that with Hazard, based on what the people tell me, Chelsea should be where they are. Without Hazard, they should be there. What the people tell me. But they are just there. Or maybe might say a little bit less because they didn't win the Europa League. They weren't in the Europa League to win it. So even that is a bit of a false equivalency because they were in the Champions League, and it's harder to win the Champions League than it is to win the Europa League. So that's slightly unfair. Slightly unfair because they weren't in the same competitions that they were in last year. But if the team has got worse considerably in terms of player ability, yet the position has changed just marginally, I say Frank Lampard's doing a better job. Maybe the wording needs to be wrong. Wording needs to be different. But Frank Lampard is doing a better job with Chelsea than Sarri was doing. But in the same breath, Have Hope does not want to criticize Sarri, yet he has all the criticism for Lampard, and Lampard had no transfer window. Sarri had a transfer window, got Ramsey for 400k a week, has Ronaldo in his team. Yet it's not.
Did he lose 3-0 at
We lost 4-0 to Bournemouth and 6-0 in the space of a week and a half. In the space of 10 days, you went 10-0. 7-1. And we're not going to lose sight. I don't want to lose sight. You got 7-1.
We have to talk about it. It's embarrassing.
7-1. I don't want to hear you talk about Spurs. I don't want you to talk about Arsenal. You lot held, but London is German.
London is Bavarian.
Red. London ain't
Bavarian.
Blue. It ain't white. It's Bavarian. You're right.
London, you know what? West London is Dowski Town. Because Lewandowski took you guys to the cleaners. Lewandowski, one man, 7 goals.
Let's see what he does against Barcelona. Let's see what he does against Barcelona.
When we got beat, guys, we had 10 men. We had 10 men. You got beat by one man.
Disgusting, embarrassing.
Hold your L.
Embarrassing. I see Chelsea fans talking about, oh yeah, Hudson-Odoi, what a great goal. Sorry, where? I don't see anything on the record books. What?
Exactly.
That was a damn good goal. Neeks, that was a damn good goal.
What goal?
Neeks, that was a damn good goal. Wait, like that.
Show me.
Like that to know against Neuer.
What goal?
Okay, show me the result and show me where it says that.
I'll show you. After this, I'll show you.
Where is it? It's not on the.
I'll show you afterwards.
Official match report. It doesn't count. History
I'll show you. He said, I'll show you. So Branke also says Francis chop and change, no style of play every week. Well, that has been one of the.
That's why I criticize Lampard with the 2 centre backs. For me, and I said this.
And he keeps changing the system. Through at the back, for the back. What do you want to know?
Well, the change of formation at times it might be necessary, but I think the biggest issue is the 2 centre backs. If we accept, which many Chelsea fans do, that all your centre backs are crap. Some people rate Zuma, no. But if you accept all of them are crap, doesn't matter what 2 you have, because they're all crap. They're all going to make mistakes. What you need to do is eliminate the mistakes that you make because of a lack of understanding. So you pick your 2 centre backs, whoever they are, and you say that's it. So I know you're going to make mistakes because you're technically not good, but at least you understand each other's technical deficiencies. That and the keeper, you need to keep those 3 positions as constant as possible. And he has shot himself in the foot, and therefore Chelsea by constantly changing it week in, week out, and you can't do that. So we talk about Man United. Yeah, Lindelof, we think Bailly's a better centre back than Lindelof, and probably better than Maguire. But Bailly can't stay fit. So if you're having to bring him in once every 2 months, you're going to create a disharmony between him and the goalkeeper.
Okay. So because we've only got about 20 minutes left, so we just have to take a few more topics to be
Semi's minimum. Yeah, semi's minimum. Wow, to that, bro.
Explain yourself.
Explain that.
The live Champions League draw, and you said Bayern. I saw the tear in your eye, but you tried to.
Guys, what past this? Let's talk about Messi and Barcelona. Where are past this?
You said Bayern. No. Bayern. I wanted Bayern. You got Bayern. All
right, so let's just deal with this so we can actually move on to proper things, because this is actually like a professional show. I think it's very professional.
A full statement on what happened to Semi's minimum, please.
Okay, look. All right. This is very clear. When I said Semi's minimum, I believe Niko Kovac was still the manager. If he wasn't the manager, Bayern Munich were not doing too well. So when I made that, Bayern Munich were not looking too well, and Chelsea would have easily destroyed Bayern Munich if they were played that same Bayern Munich. Now, the first of the matter is that things changed, and things change in life. So I defend my hashtag because my hashtag is actually right. Theoretically, my hashtag is right because my hashtag was based off a certain Bayern Munich. So, two things. The Bayern Munich we saw vastly improved, which, it is what it is. You can never foresee these things. And second of all, Lampard sabotaged the team. How can I actually contend for my own manager sabotaging my own team?
How did he
sabotage by losing 3-0 at the crib? I can't cater for that. So is that enough? Can we now
Hello, can I just point something out? That same Bayern Munich team had won every single game in the Champions League without conceding a goal at that point.
They didn't play anybody. Who did they play in group? Who did they play in the group?
They played the finalists from the previous season. So they played Tottenham. They won every game. Lewandowski had something like 11 goals in those 6 games. So I think, regardless of who the manager was, their form in the Champions League was ridiculous. So unless you were you hadn't done your research when you said the semis minimum.
Sabotage the team.
And then that's on you because you haven't done the proper research. There's no excuses for what you're saying.
What was the result of the poll that you put out? Has Have Hope officially changed to LL?
I believe it was 89% in favour of him changing his name legally to LL.
The people have spoken. The dugout has spoken.
Beautiful.
What does LL mean?
Whimsical thoughts. May the Lord bless you, bless your soul. He says, laugh out loud. Again, I'm old school. I don't text lol. Laugh out loud. Guys, leave hope alone. Thank you, Whimsical thoughts. Thank you. So moving on very swiftly, because we are on a tight schedule. Can Messi really lead these guys all the way to victory? Because remember, it's a one-off game. So there's no longer second leg bottle job. Because that goal that he scored, okay, by the way, you know what? I stick to this. It's good. Again, we can get this in. That wasn't a foul by Koulibaly.
Hold the L, man. Hold the L.
How is that not a foul?
It wasn't a foul.
How?
So I am trying to clear the ball. You put your foot there behind me.
And win the ball, by the way.
No, you don't.
He touched the ball.
No. He just put his foot there, and as he put his foot there, thinking was trying to get the ball, he hits Messi's leg. So if anything, because remember, they both got fouled. Messi, if I was a referee, I'm calling the foul on you. See, if
you're not a referee,
see you and he puts the leg there, then that's fine. He's already in the motion of kicking the ball, and you put your foot there. Messi, if you broke your leg, that's your fault.
So you. So Messi shouldn't try and win the ball, is what you're saying.
That's right.
Messi should have just let Koulibaly clear it, is what you're saying.
Win the ball.
He did.
So he did win the ball.
No.
He won the ball. Okay,
no.
So
take
he won the
basically
ball.
Like what? Was it Henry? I remember. There was a player who. I remember. There's a player who came up behind a guy and won the ball cleanly. The fact of the matter is that you got fouled in the process. The fact that you got fouled in the process means you didn't win the ball cleanly. Because a guy is trying to, Koulibaly.
Listen to what you just said.
Hits the ball.
Hope, listen to what you just said. The fact that you got fouled in the process means you didn't win the ball. You just said he got fouled in the process of winning the ball.
Because
so
he put the foot there. No. Foul is the wrong word. No. The fact that you got hot, that you got hammed in the process, it's on you. Because you put your foot there as the guy is trying to clear the foot.
So you should never go in for a 50-50 tackle.
If you win it, make sure that you win it.
No, but
if you don't win it,
but you should never go for. You're chatting the most rubbish.
Beyond that.
That's a Titus Koulibaly.
Messi.
Koulibaly.
Based on what he did for that solo goal, do you think that he can actually lead these guys all the way? One-off game, no second leg bottle job.
I think I said before, I think the one-off game suits the likes of Barcelona and PSG more than most other teams because Barcelona have Messi, and we've seen before in the first leg, Barcelona will get a head start because Messi balls out, and then the second leg, the rest of the team lets him down. It's happened many times. So without that second leg, you can expect Messi to deliver, especially with Suarez back as well. Same with PSG, you got the likes of Neymar, Mbappe, if he's ever going to get fit, we don't know. But they are match winners. They can win matches just a split second, and that's it, the game's gone. So teams like that are probably going to find it quite advantageous to have a one-off game, rather than the likes of, I can't even think, a team like Juve, for example, who would have struggled on a one-off game, because you never know what Juve are going to turn up.
You know what? I think Bayern Munich is still my favourite, and rightly so for me, as far as I'm concerned. Wow,
Bayern are clear favourites for me.
Yeah, the way they destroy, but they're making half decent teams look amateur, and not everyone can do that. But I think it's possible that Messi, you can never write off Messi. You can't. It'd be foolish to do so. But I think it's going to be too much for him to get them, to win them the title. Because he's going to have to win them 3 games in a row against quality opposition. He'll have to win the game against Bayern. He'll have to win them the game against Man City, I think. And he'll have to win them the game against possibly Atletico Madrid or PSG. He would have to do that 3 games in a row, all top-level opposition. He can't drop it at all. And I think, and even if he plays at his best, there's still not a guarantee he's going to do it. So I think I'm not going to write him off and say he can't do it against Bayern Munich, but I think it's too much for him to go lead him to the title. My Bayern Munich is going to be my favourite.
Javine?
Obviously, I'm still going to stick with Man City.
Yeah, same as me. Hey, yeah. Man City is my pick as well.
Oh yeah, sorry. If Jesus leads them to the Champions League, I'll possibly make an apology.
Possibly.
Possibly. But you can't call me out. Pop kettle black, because you got many apologies just probably sitting in your drafts ready to go.
I ain't going to apologize.
When's the court case then? When's the next court case? Because I'm sure this guy's supposed to be in the Brick Academy by now or something.
Yeah, I think they need to build a wing for you.
All right, so last few topics before we round off here. This is just person. HH doesn't want women to be directors. Sexist. That's a lie. Okay, I never said I didn't want women to be directors. Okay, so no, watch the video and then do things. So don't put out, especially in this climate of what's it called? Me Too. Don't put that label on me, man. Relax. Pirlo. Thoughts? PR stunts, or is there some logic behind hiring a guy who has 2 weeks experience of being a manager?
Has he been involved?
He was basically. I believe he was appointed the under-23 coach 2 weeks ago.
Wow. Wow.
I believe he was on the under-23 coach weeks ago, and now.
To be honest,
look, a PR stunt, or do you think it is a wise decision?
Well, only time will tell. I mean, you'd expect someone, if they really want that Champions League, you'd expect them to go for someone with experience who has, at least come close to winning that trophy before, if not having won it.
I thought Poch was going to get it.
The
job, I should say.
But,
they weren't
talking. It was banded about. But Pirlo is, for some reason, a lot of clubs are just going for the ex-players look now. Maybe it's just a trend that everyone's jumping on, because, so many teams have done that in the last couple of years. Maybe Juve were like, you know what? Yeah, we just want to follow the trend and be like everyone else. So we'll get an ex-player in. Time will tell. I mean, he'll probably win Serie A. We know that for sure. It's just whether or not he can bring the Champions League.
I don't know if it's guaranteed because...
No. Neeks, if Pirlo wins the Serie A, makes it 10 in a row in his first season, that whole league needs to just...
be scrapped, yeah?
Basically, scrap that entire...
It's not guaranteed because
it's true,
Inter will continue to... Well, if Conte stays, it's still an if, but if he stays, I think they will still make some more signings. They're looking to buy...
Smalling,
apparently. Top Italian centre-back last year. Can probably change his name. Smaldini, actually, we called him. Smaldini. Maybe he's the new one for them. But Yeah, it's no guarantee because Pirlo has no managerial experience, and we actually don't know what we're going to get from him.
But could he be a Pep or a Zidane?
Well,
we don't know. Time will tell.
It's so hard to say.
There's no data on him, so
There's nothing there. At least with Zidane and both and Pep, obviously. But I'm sure Zidane. So there's nothing to go by Pirlo. But what I would say is that I think that signing for me says that Juve's given up on winning the Champions League.
Yeah,
now
for sure. No, it is.
They've said, you know what? We've got a lot of old players here, an old team. We tried 2 years. We got Ronaldo 2 years. We ain't won it. I think we just need to try and build to the point where we win it, as opposed to just doing quick fixes.
Okay, on that point, then, if you're Cristiano, you see this hiring based on what you just said? If you're Cristiano, do you push to say, all right, guys, so you're obviously not serious. I'm not here for a long-term job. Do you push to go to PSG? I'm 34, 35, or do you actually remain and stay?
Honestly, if PSG don't win Champions League this year, I think it's not a bad move. If PSG win it, it's a weak move. Because you're going there to do what? To win Ligue 1? To win the Champions League, which they just won the year before? Like, it's not a power move. There's no glory at the end of it other than your own personal. You might try to do a B-Tech Zlatan, and all respect to Ronaldo, in the sense going to all the different leagues and saying that you've done it. But Ronaldo's gone to Juve. Yeah, he might want to try Serie A and do some records there, but to win the Champions League again. If PSG don't win it, I think moving there would be a good move, and they can. If they have Neymar, Mbappe, and Ronaldo up front, they could win that Champions League. But if they win it this year, I think stay where you are and see what goes. At least for one more year, see what's going on.
See what he should do. What he should do if he's a real bad man, legend of the game, go to like Fenerbahce or win the Champions League with them. Do you know what I mean? Go to Zenit. Go to Zenit.
I think he's too old to do that now.
He's too old. Go to Scunthorpe. Win something with Scunthorpe.
You love Scunthorpe.
He ain't got that much time. He ain't got that much time to get Scunthorpe from the third level of English football or wherever they are at the moment to the Premier League, to the Champions League.
I've hoped once he wants Pep Guardiola and Ronaldo to go to Scunthorpe. But if if Pep Guardiola and Ronaldo were both at Scunthorpe and they won all the divisions going up, he'll be like, well, Pep, have you won it? Have you won League 2 without Ronaldo?
That's fair. Okay, so just round off then. Europa League. So, Inter Milan, Bayer Leverkusen, Sevilla, Wolves, Copenhagen, Man United. Am I forgetting two more?
Yeah, there's one more tie, isn't it?
Versus
Shakhtar.
Oh yeah, Shakhtar and Basel. So basically my pick is Sevilla. I think that Lopetegui, I've been watching Sevilla for a few games this season. They look good under Lopetegui. I think they came fourth. They were impressive this season. And I just think that, even again, despite the whole love affair they have with the competition, I just feel they are the best placed team to win it. For me, it's between them and United. But I just think that Sevilla as a whole, as a team, I just think they'll be more effective. Inter Milan, Conte is a brick in Europe, and bro, I don't even know whether he'll even gets past Leverkusen, but even if he does, I just don't see them going through. So, but I think it's really between, even if Sevilla Wolves will be a damn good game, that'd be a really good game.
That'd be a good game of football.
Sevilla and United, but I'm gonna roll with Sevilla. Javan?
Okay.
No,
Inter Milan.
He's a Conte fanboy.
I think Conte is a fantastic manager, and we done wrong. We done him the dirty.
Who's been a brick in Europe? How are you
wrong.
fantastic if you're a brick in Europe?
Because I believe that he will get them to the final.
I hope not.
Why not? Because what, you want to win it?
No, because I put money on Leverkusen a long time ago to win this competition. So the draw has vexed me. I'm not gonna lie. How can Man United get Copenhagen and Basel and Shakhtar get each other? And then the team I put my money on wants to get in at Milan. Come on, man.
Yeah. Who's at Leverkusen?
Leverkusen, Havertz. The guy you're trying to spend 100 million.
As in, like,
your Jamaican
is
brother.
He playing? Is
Bailey's
he playing?
there. Yeah,
he's gonna play for it.
Key man. Yeah,
But you know when these players are on the transfers, they don't play. Man.
Man, he pulled in the last round against Rome. Last game,
and they've got a 17-year-old called Florian Wirtz, who's basically been the next Havertz. Once they sell off Havertz, he's the next one coming through. But they've got Volland, who's having the season of his life. They got Tapsoba at centre back, Jonathan Tah. They got a lot of very good players.
Okay, no, I'm just making sure because I always get some of these German teams mixed up.
But I think, but I think Inter will probably go through over them, and that's going to piss me off. But I think Man United have got a good chance of winning this competition.
I think Man United close second for me.
I think the COVID thing has kind of helped them because they don't have to mix and match the team anymore. This is the one competition that's going, so they could play all the big hitters. Whereas if it was being played consecutively with the league, there might be fixture pile up. They might have to just drop a Rashford or Martial to keep them fresh. But he could just put out all the big boys and say, "Yeah, go out there and do your thing." I think Man United.
Isn't that the same for everyone now? No,
it is. But not many teams in this competition have the same firepower as Man United.
You're right.
Martial, Rashford, Pogba. I mean, no.
Yeah.
If United beats Copenhagen, who do they face in the semi? Is it the winner of Sevilla Wolves?
Yeah.
Is it?
You see, that would have been a good final. That would have been a good final.
For me, I actually feel, obviously, I'm going to back my team the whole way, starting with tonight. Hopefully, we can do it. So it's all hope with Man United. I don't know. I want to trust the team, and we got over the line, the top 4 race. This is a bigger line. This is a trophy at the end of it. I feel Sevilla will be our toughest game. So even if we get to the final and play Inter, Sevilla for me will be the hardest game that we play in the competition. I think Sevilla will beat Wolves if we base Wolves' last game against Olympiacos. They were fortunate, not fortunate to go through. Obviously, everyone has to do their job. Patricio did his job, but what's it called? Olympiacos missed a penalty. There's a lot of things that happened, so they could easily have gone out. Should I say? I think Sevilla will beat Wolves. I expect us to beat Copenhagen, and that's going to be a tough game. This is Sevilla's competition. They've played well. Obviously in their legal season, no guarantee. But I would say that the winner of the competition will come from this side of the draw. Basically, Man United, Wolves, Sevilla. Inter. My only fear of Inter is a personal fear that Lukaku and Sanchez turn up and start, to say Oli in your face. That's what I fear.
It always happens.
No. Ashley Young will bang a free kick in the 94th minute. Ashley Young, top corner.
Yeah, but the thing is, Ashley, I don't mind Ashley. I like Ashley Young. So it's like, I'll be like, oh, damn it, we lost. But it's not the same venom. If Lukaku bangs or Sanchez line up.
And Lukaku would love to do it.
He will slide.
And that's the thing. They're going to be so up for that game. So they're going to be so up for it.
I'm like, Leverkusen, deal with them today, please. Because if we get to the final, I'm going to be shook at the possible story, more than the fact of the team itself, but the story that could be at the end of it.
It'll be an Adebayor part 2.
All right, guys.
All right, guys. So rounding up, guys. Remember, guys. Support your boys, the Football Dugout, by becoming a patron. Remember, link is below in the description box. It's patreon.com/Football Dugouts. We have some beautiful new exclusive contents there. Support your boys, support black businesses, even if you're white or you're yellow or you're green, support us as well, man. All races together as one. We are the world, man. We are the world. So peace out, stay true, and on Thursday, let's hope that actually, how do you say good luck in Danish?
No idea.
Gufenthaven, Copenhagen. Der steht Hullen, has been a heavy Copenhagen. Peace out. I don't see you guys soon, man. Peace out. Peace.